Okay. Hello there, everyone. Okay, I see. Just one second. I'm trying to make sure we are connected with YouTube, and we're going to give folks a few minutes to jump in with us. Let me see if I can. Okay. Uh, it's been a while, you guys, since I've been on here. See how it gets when you a busy schedule will keep you away, right? So, okay, let's get started because we want to be on time with everything. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. This is Tina Hunter, CEO of Motivate and Empower. Thank you for joining. Please, if you're on here, be sure to tag your friends, family and friends, sister, cousin, co-workers, whoever, because guess what? We all need this information that our special guest, one that you all are familiar with, Miss Chanay Robinson, the CEO of the Professional Credit Diva, right? And so she's coming to us tonight with some really great gems. She's going to be spilling the tea with some great information for 2022, how to prep ourselves, what it is we should not be doing. A lot of times we always hear what we should be doing, right? But because the Professional Credit Diva is who she is, she's coming at us at a different angle, right? She's giving it to us the other way, the things that we should not be doing in 2022. So I'm going to bring our special guest in. Give me 1 second, you guys, or my computer is going to shut down on me. I had to turn the power switch on. I hope we in good standards now. I am so sorry. Okay. I'm multitasking, right? Just a few minutes ago, you guys may have seen that I was out with Miss Sherry Small. Today was that Queen's birthday, so we were celebrating her earlier. And they continued on, and I made my way back home because I had obligations to the Runway for Entrepreneurs. So here I am, okay? So just switching hats really quick, right? It's the holiday time. I'm excited because I am on vacation. Yay! And so let's move forward. Let's get Miss Chanay Robinson on here, our Professional Credit Diva. Give me 1 second, and we're going to bring Chanay right on in. I'm going to go into commercial real quick. And then as we come back, we will have Miss Chanay in with us. But hold on, y'all. Don't laugh. Give me a break. I'm trying to really get this thing going because it's been a second. Y'all know I've been out due to work being crazy, cray. When you accept, as you go higher and higher, the levels get higher and higher, more responsibilities, right? And so that's what's been going on. So that's why I've been MIA, missing in action, but it's been some great things going on behind the scenes. So we're going to just go 30 seconds real quick. After the 30 seconds, we're going to bring Miss Chanay Robinson from behind stage, and we're going to let it roll from there, okay? So tag folks that you think may need this information pertaining to, the new year that's coming up and their credit, whether it's personal and or on the business side, okay? See you in just 30 seconds, okay? Okay, so here we are. We are back live with Miss Chanay. Wait a minute. Let me get my laptop together. We are back with Miss Chanay Robinson, the professional credit diva. You all are very familiar with Miss Chanay Robinson. Chanay, thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for having me. You know, I just love you. I love your tribe. I love the togetherness. I love the cohesiveness. I love the love that they give to me. So, you know, anytime that I can come and be a part of that, I'm definitely going to accept the invitation.
Yay! Hey, I always feel so loved. That's what's up. That's you know what I'm saying. And I always think like whether it's business or whatever it is, any type of relationship, if somebody's willing to come back, that's it. That's some that
Statement
says
enough.
something positive. That's something
Exactly.
good, right?
Yes.
So that puts a smile on my face. So Chanay, so we in here, we close to Christmas, we're in the midst of the holidays and everything. I know people are busy trying to shop, do what they need to do for
Mhm.
their families and, maybe traveling and everything. But I thought that, before we close out, for on 2021, it
Mhm.
would be great that join us for the next, week or two, keeping us abreast on some of the things that we can do, right?
Yeah.
That will help us for the following year that's coming 2022.
Yes.
So, do you mind just going into, how can we prep? What should we be doing right now that, that can keep us abreast, keep us ahead of the game for 2022?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I am actually looking forward to, 2022. As we all do, we make resolutions, we set goals or, things that we want to accomplish for the next year. What we look at what we set in place that we were going to do this
Mhm.
year, and anything, that we weren't able to do or what have you, we carry it over, add on a few things and things like that. And a lot of people want to make sure that they, get their finances together, right? And
Mhm,
so
mhm.
that's like a top five for almost everyone in the whole wide world, right? I'm going to make sure my finances are together. I'm going to save more. I'm going to fix my credit. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, all pertaining to finances. I'm going to spend better. I'm going to budget better. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And
Mhm.
what I want to tell you is that the same way that you're thinking, I'm going to get my credit together, I'm going to, go into the new year, or as soon as the new year, as soon as I get my taxes, I'm going to pay this off, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because I want my credit straight. I want to purchase a house, I want to purchase a car, I just want to clean up my credit, right?
Right.
The same way that you are thinking, the average person, the bill collectors, the debt collectors, your creditors are thinking the same way, because they are what? They're the average person too, right? And so
Okay.
a lot of times you're during the holidays, like the end of the year, the beginning of the year, around tax time and everything, right? They know your cycles, right?
Mhm.
And so you'll start seeing, settle this debt, pay this off, pay this down, pennies on the dollar, right? From
Right.
third party collection agencies. I want to caution you to not pay a third party collection account, right? You
Okay.
have to speak to the debt collectors, to the creditors, right? From the third party collection accounts. You may see on your credit report, this collection, that collection, medical bills. You're not going to see a lot of things. You're going to see them on there, but it's not going to be any information where so who you can contact to dispute it, because they don't hold the same weight, or they're not supposed to hold the same weight, that they did before, because it's a violation of HIPAA, right?
Okay.
Also, it's not, supposed to be a factor in you getting approved for, your home, or, things like that, like it used to be. So the negative information is still there, but
Right. Right.
what they have done, what the collection agencies have done, is they don't list the information for you to get in contact with the collector, with that debt collector about your medical bill, right? So
Okay.
on there, and it's like a negative, flashing light or whatever, because it is a collection, but it's no information listed for you to contact them to, to dispute it or to resolve it or to do whatever, right? So
Right.
one
Right.
of the tricky things, the shady things that, the debt, that the collection, not the collection agencies, the credit reporting agencies are doing, right?
Okay.
And when you see a collection on your credit report, it says collection, right? And right then and there, that's a negative. And so now we're not talking about the medical, we're talking about your other collections, right? That,
Mhm.
that you have defaulted on or what have you. But when you pay a collection, it goes from collection to paid collection, because that's what it is,
Okay.
right? It's a paid collection. And what that does is it does a few things. What it does not do is raise your credit score. So when you take a collection and you pay it, it does not raise your credit score. It alleviates the money from your pocketbook, right?
Wait a minute. Hold up. Not to cut you off. So you're saying if we pay that charge off or whatever with third party, your score will not, or
No,
it
it will
may or
not
may
go up.
not.
It will not go up. If you pay
Really?
a collection, it will
Yeah.
go up. If you pay a collection account, it does not help your score to be raised, because a paid collection and a collection are the same. They're still negative, because an account does not go into collection status until 120 days after they have not been able to collect payment from you. And so, what that is telling the lenders, your potential lenders or whomever looks at your credit report, that Chanay paid her debt, but she paid it over 120 days of it being late,
Right.
because it does not go into collection status until it's over 120 days. And so a collection becoming a paid collection lets them know that I paid it, but I did not
Uh-huh.
pay it on time.
Okay.
And that
Okay.
is nothing for your it cannot raise your credit score, because the third party collection agencies, they don't
Right.
have that power. Your original um your original account holder has the power to remove a debt, to do a pay for delete or what have you, because it originally was with them. When it goes to a collection agency, until you actually speak to that collection agency saying, yes, this was my debt, or yes, I defaulted, or yes, I'm going to make payment arrangements, or what have you, they
Right.
really have no legal tie to say that you owe them. If I had a cell phone with Verizon and I didn't pay it, and then it goes, Verizon goes to their insurance company to be made whole, then
Right.
they have recouped their money from their insurance company, right? Now, it
Uh-huh.
doesn't negate the fact that I still owe Verizon $120. However, if you can't pay Verizon directly, then myself personally, I suggest that you don't pay it, because it does not help your credit score. So myself, I had an outstanding bill with Comcast years ago. My son was an infant; he's 15 now. With Comcast, I did not pay. And
Okay.
so I turned in the equipment and everything. And then, they add on the late fees and so forth and so on. And I want to
Right.
say, like, I owed them $500. The bill wound up being like $1,500. And I got the collection letters. And of course, this is before I started, with credit repair and everything. But I was like, I'm not paying them. If Comcast couldn't get $500, what makes the collection agency think they're going to get $1,500?
Exactly.
So I didn't pay him, whatever. And at that point, I was not actively looking at my credit report. But I just assumed that it was on there, and like I think I looked at like Credit Karma and stuff like that or whatever, and I was like, please, I'm not paying them or anything. And so years later, I found out that by it being collected, by me receiving the letters from a collection agency, that Comcast was made whole by their insurance company. Now, me, Chanay, still owe Comcast, but what happened is years later, when I went to go get Xfinity, I had to pay $100 deposit. That's it.
So that was due.
That was due to it coming off of my credit report, because I don't think I may have actively, when I first started, like disputed that. I can't remember for sure, but it was no longer on my credit report. And so when I went back to Comcast, which is now Xfinity, I was able to get service for I didn't have to pay the $1,500 or even the $500. I paid $100 security deposit.
Okay, I'm with you.
And so what I'm saying is, if you owe Verizon, right?
Right.
And what happens is, it's a difference between a collection and a charge off. So a collection is when the company goes to their insurance company and they are made whole again. Their insurance company pays that debt, and then they sell, for pennies on a dollar, that debt to a third party, right?
Right.
Because they can't collect from the same debt. They can't get paid twice from the same thing. So they don't want it on their books. They want to get rid of it. They don't, I'm going to sell this debt, this $500 debt for $5 or whatever. They're not trying to make a profit. They're just trying to get it off of their books, right? But if it's a charge off means that the debt is still there. They did not go to their insurance company to make them whole. What they did was charged off your debt. But if you wanted to go back to that company, and no collection agency has contacted you because the debt is still in-house, because they were not made whole. But if you want to go back to that company, then you could call them and settle that debt. And with them still being the original account holder, then there are things that you can work out with them, like a pay to delete, to have it removed so that their whole negative, everything from that account is like removed. But I had paid you guys. If it's a like a credit card or what have you, then I want to pay this and I want to have it removed. They've got their money. They have the power to remove it from your account.
Right.
But not a third party. Put it right there, baby. Not a third party collection.
Right. Okay.
And so that's why you're going to start getting bombarded with so many letters around this time of the year, because they know with resolutions, with the new year, that so many people are going to say, I want to fix my credit. I want to pay down this. I want to pay these collections off to have them come off of my credit report, and to, have my credit score to go up. But paying a third party agency, paying a collection agency does not do anything for your credit whatsoever. It doesn't do anything positive.
Right. Chanay, really quick too, because I know we have limited time. I partnered with you, we became business partners. One, because I think it's just so important, Chanay, that our people understand how important credit is, right? Yeah. And not only for their personal, but for those that are in business too. It seems like not only do we not take credit serious on the personal side. So if we're not, really taking credit serious on the personal side, good and well, we're not focused on the business side, right? And so I just want our people to know, our community to know how important credit is, so that we can leverage, you know what I'm saying? Like if you are 550, if you in, your 500s, But can you imagine what can happen for you if you're in your high sevens
Yeah.
or, maybe eights, right? And so, you get looked at totally different.
Let me tell you, when you have excellent credit, especially when you cross over into those eights, right? Because when you have an 800 credit score, 800 and above credit score, the creditors, the potential creditors, they know, one, that you are disciplined. They know that you pay your bills. They know that you are responsible because that 3-digit number says that.
It
Right?
says that, right? It
Money
speaks to
talks.
you.
Money talks, but money does not have a tracker built in. So nobody knows how you spend your dollars. Nobody knows where your dollars go. But that credit holds a conversation. A credit can take you so many places that cash cannot even get you to the front door of. When you have a certain credit score, when you're especially over in the 800s, do you know that when you apply for a home, when you they don't require as much. When you apply for a car, you don't even have to show proof of funds or proof of income.
Right.
Because that credit score already tells them I'm responsible. I pay
Right.
my bills.
Right.
Right?
And right.
And to be honest with you, the credit score itself, and this is one of the things that I'm going to touch base on, and I'll go into detail further on my webinar. What things that you never do to take your credit to the next level, right? Is so many of us are caught up in a credit score, but you can still have a 750 credit score and be denied credit because it's not about your score, it's your credit profile. Your credit profile is what does the talking, honestly. And when your credit profile is set up correctly, then the credit score will speak volumes, right? But if you have a 750 credit score, and you can get a 750 credit score that, in a sense, you didn't do anything to get it. And now the credit reporting agencies and the lenders and the potential creditors, they're hip to it. And so now what used to work before, back in the day, does not work anymore. Just like bankruptcy. Bankruptcy doesn't work the same that the same way that it did 20 years ago. It's so many stipulations and everything now that you have to do, and so many kind of like hoops that you have to jump through, but it does not work the same way that it worked about 20, 30 years ago.
I guess not.
Right?
When it's like when certain
When we find out about things, then they have to change the rules.
The rules
To
change.
make it difficult, to make it harder for us. And that's with any and everything.
Everything, right? And so, I foresee change coming, in the new year. And I know people, some people are just so caught up in what they're doing, but I do see, big change coming when it comes to the credit, right?
Yes.
And a lot of people are gonna be left behind if they don't start paying attention.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
so, just not being engaged, just so nonchalant. Oh, I'll get it when I need it. I'll take care of it when I need it. No, how about just like anything else? If you prepare now, you won't have to worry about it later, right?
And
when that time comes that you're gonna really need it.
And this is what I tell my grandkids all the time. Don't get ready, be ready.
Be ready.
So, and that's with any and everything. And right. And also, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Right.
And so, like, what I tell my grandkids, like when we drive into school, when I turn on a block, to where that school is, even though that school is all the way up the street, that's when you start getting your book bag together. That's when you put your mask on. That's when you know, get ready to get out the car, get your book bag, get everything together. I don't want you to have to, you know, get ready when I'm sitting in front of the building. I want to be able to pull up and you go, because you know what we're going here for. It's not like you don't know that when we get to this destination that you have to get out the car. You know it. It's routine. So
It's
don't
routine.
be ready.
Right. And I like the fact that you say it's routine. So for those of you that are listening and for those of you that are going to be watching the replay, I think we should get in the routine and the habit of really checking our credits. I know for me with Navy Federal, and a lot of us are with Navy Federal now, Navy Federal has that convenience where you can check your credit, right?
Yeah.
So I think, you know, just be in the habit of, you know, looking out for, you know, look at your stuff, it's your profile. And yeah, we need to know. And if it's not something where it's your strength or you still feel lost, that's what Chanay is here for as an expert, right? You go to the one that has that expertise in that area and, you know, get some assistance. And with that, Chanay offers, you know, consultation, you know, free consultation up to like, I think 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. She could talk about that. But I'm just saying, folks, let's be ready for the, you know, not even, I hate to say for the new year, but because we can get started today, you know, we always can get started where we're at, right? But I'm just saying, you know, prepare yourself to do something new. It's like a mind shift. And so when we, you know, if we haven't been doing it in the past 20, 30 years of our lives, it's not easy. Nobody's saying it's easy. And we're not saying take this big gulp. You need to be doing X, Y, and Z, you know, every day or every week or once, you know, whatever. What we're saying is pay attention. You know, change is coming. And always, you know, let's not wait until that time come and we get caught up. And then we be singing that song, I wish I shoulda, coulda, I woulda. You know what I'm saying? So let's move with the times and not get stuck, you know, in the quicksand. Right. And so I just feel like credit is just so important. And it's discouraging. Like, you know, I think I was telling you guys, when I went and made a big purchase back in March, it felt good that I didn't really have to worry about, you know, because at one point it was the credit, you know, they want to look at your credit, you know, all of that. But, you know, I was able to go in there with cash and make that purchase, right? So just to be able to level yourself up, and I think it opens up many doors, right? Financially. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a road to kind of somewhat being financially free. You know, it's part of it. It may not, to some people, play a big role. To some people, it does. You know, because everybody is different. Everybody is in a different arena. And so if it applies to you, if that's you, that, you know, hey, you trying to open up a beauty salon or a nail salon or whatever, and you know these people going to be asking about your credit, let's not be so, you know, laid back on this thing and get on the ball. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And or prepare, you know, you never know, 5 years from now, you may want to buy a building or something for events, just anything. You never know for your future. And because, you know, this is something we weren't taught in our, you know, teen years, we just so relaxed on that topic and that subject. And it's just like money too. So I think they come hand in hand, right? And that's why I say 2022, I'm good, you know, every speaker, every professional, every, you know, person with that expertise on money will be on the runway for entrepreneurs, because we need to bring that thing up.
I love it.
Yeah, for real. So Chanay, can you tell us one thing that we should be doing now for our credit, because it's the end of the year? And I've always heard that this is a great time to do a lot of disputing, right? Is that true?
Well, let me be honest with you, right? Everybody says, that it's so many people and they so overwhelmed and everything. Honestly, any time is the perfect time to dispute any incorrect information on your credit.
Okay.
And what you definitely want to do is pull all three of your credit reports to know, definitely what's on there. And you can go to, I think it's freeannualcreditreport.com, right? And you can get all three of your credit reports. Now, what they don't do is they don't give you your credit score, but they will give you your credit report, so you know exactly what's on each three of your credit reports. Check it for any inconsistencies, any errors, and I mean just the way that they spell your name, the way that they group your name. If it's not what's stated on your ID, then you need to dispute it. No matter how big or how small you might think it is, or how unimportant you might think something is, if it's incorrect in any way, shape, or form, you definitely want to dispute it, right? And you want to highlight it, and you want to definitely, reach out to the credit reporting agencies. In some instances, you can call them to have like inquiries removed, especially if the inquiries are not attached to an open account. So if it was inquiries that you made and you got denied for, those credit cards, that loan, or what have you,
Right.
have those those inquiries removed. Inquiries make up 55 points of your credit score, right?
Right.
Let me just tell you guys this. You start off with a 300 credit score. Everybody does, right? Except for, children or those young adults who haven't, put anything in their name whatsoever, right? But you start off with 300 points, right? Just imagine this. If you had no late payments, that's an additional 192 and a half points added to your 300 points, right? So right in there, that's 492 and a half points, right?
Right.
And then let me get my pen and paper out, right?
Okay.
So that's 300, and then that's 190. What is 192? I'm sorry, 192.5, 198, 192. I think it's 198. I'm sorry, guys. That's 498.5. That's almost a 500 credit score, right?
Right.
It's never late, right?
Okay.
And then when you have a good mix of credit, so that means revolving credit, loans, your mortgage, and everything else like that, right? That's a healthy mix of credits. That's an additional 55 points right there, right?
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm just telling you guys how you can build up your points, right? So that's 498.5 plus 55. So then that's 553 and a half, right? That you have if you have a healthy mix of your credit, right?
Right.
And then if you have the history, the credit history, right? Meaning that you have been building credit, you have been responsible. That's 130 points, right?
Okay.
Plot on the 553. That's 683 points right there.
Ooh.
Right?
Right.
That's 683 points right there.
Right.
And then the inquiries make up, 55 points and everything, but you are going to have some inquiries. But what happens is with the least amount of inquiries you have, the least amount of points you lose. So inquiries make up 55 points. But if you only have one or two inquiries or whatever a year, It's
Uh-huh.
not going to drop a whole bunch. And for the most part, honestly, if your credit is in really good, standard or what have you, you may lose 4 points, 5 points, you know what I'm saying, for the various inquiries. But you
Right.
won't lose, a whole bunch. So if we stay vigilant and handle what we can handle and know
Uh-huh.
how many points each area gives us, then you can kind of gauge at what your credit score is and
Mm-hmm.
what you need to do to bring
Mm-hmm.
it up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
when you use your credit, you leverage your credit and you don't use so much of it, right?
Right.
130%. That's what it is. That's the 130 points right there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
When you stay under, the credit 30%, right? And
Right.
that's just on your revolving credit.
Right.
Just your revolving credit, and that's it. So if you keep your revolving credit at 30% or lower, then that's the 130, what is 130 points, 132 and a half points, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that makes up 30% of your credit score. Your history, your no miss payments, that's the largest percentage. That makes up 35% of your credit score. Because
Whoa.
you start off at 300. Excellent credit is 850, right? You go up to an 850. So that 550 points that's in the middle, that's what you're responsible for. So
Okay.
you know how to manipulate. And I don't want to say manipulate meaning a bad word, but if you know how to work those 550 points,
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
then you can have good to excellent credit.
Wow. And it's so exciting. It's exciting when you go to click in and see your little numbers
Yes,
going up.
yes.
And then when they go down for whatever reason, you want to be like, you want to do the research and find out why,
Find
right?
out what do I need to do? How can I get my scores back up? How can I make it jump? Right? And
Right.
so that's what that's what happened with me. I became so intrigued by it, and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious! Like, we think that we don't have control over our credit, right?
Right.
Think that we only have control only when we do something negative, but you actually have total control.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes,
just
we do.
discipline. And like I tell, my clients, my potential clients, anybody I talk to, having
Mm-hmm.
good credit is going to cost you. Having poor credit is going to cost you.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, what amount are you willing to pay?
Exactly.
Like, I had one potential client come to me. She had a 20, I want to say like maybe a 2013 vehicle
Mm-hmm.
that cost her $24,000.
Mm-hmm.
But her interest rate was so high that when she finished paying, she has paid $45,000 for that car.
What? Wow. See
Because
what I'm
of her
saying?
interest rate. And she can afford the $550 car payment. But it's no reason that I'm paying $550 for a 2013 or 2014 Nissan anything.
And she could have went for all that money, purchased 2 cars.
Because that's what she paid for.
Mm-hmm.
2 vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, some things we just don't, and it's not right.
And like her car dealer told her, I can help you. I can help you, do whatever you need to do and so forth and so on. He can help you, but can he get your credit to where you need to be so that you don't have to go back to him when you get into trouble, and he can get you into something else?
Right.
It's time to stop being put into something else. It's time for us to say, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to get, this is what I'm driving off the lot with, this is what I'm paying, and I'm not paying anything more. This is what I want my interest rate to be. And that's it. And if you can't give it to me, this car dealer over here will. It's time for us to stop taking what we get and go for what we want.
Girl, can you say that again?
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to have them start fighting for our business. The credit card companies, the airline miles, the loans.
Yeah.
To have them to start clawing at us for our business versus the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Chanay. I appreciate that. And I hope you guys have taken notes and, anything that Chanay has said this evening, you've taken something away from it that you can apply right now, today, or maybe just got your mind churning or thinking about, your next. What am I going to do? In the future, do I plan to buy a home? Maybe you want a new car or whatever it may be. Just think about some of the things that Chanay has been saying. And, and if you feel as though you may need some help, hey, consultation is free, right? And basically it's all about investing in yourself. So, you know better, you do better, you live better. You know what I'm saying? And so Chanay, I know before we log off, oh, okay. So Diane says she's excited. I know that I get excited every time we get to talking about, because credit is just always like a little project of mine's, right? And I'm like, where's my score at? And then I see a couple of numbers when it's up. I'm like, yeah, hey, you be doing that daily, right? And then I go back to look and it's the drop. I'm like, now what the heck now? What did I do? You know what I'm saying? Hold that. Wait a minute. But the one thing I can say, Chanay, is that I'm excited that a lot of the women that's in my tribe, I know they're working with you. And I'm so excited about that, because when I hear just out the clear blue, right? We could be out eating, just earlier I was out, with Sherry.
Right.
And, they mentioned, one of your clients had mentioned, and I'm pretty sure she's not, but they had mentioned how they're working with you and how things are working out for them.
I love
and I'm like, wow. I said, it never fails whenever we're out or whatever, we connect. Somebody is telling me, yo, working with the Credit Diva is all of that. And I'm like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love them. I'm just like, so like excited and like to be a part of someone's positive experience like that gives me joy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right in there. And like what I love to do for my clients and even people that aren't my clients is definitely just to educate, to equip you with the information. You know what I'm saying? Because even though credit is still a personal situation, people are more open to talk about it now. So it's not as, taboo. But what my goal is to make sure that you understand it. Once you understand how it works, then you will never be trapped by it again. Because you already know what you need to do to free yourself, right?
Yeah.
And so once you have that information, then you know what you need to do to get to the next level.
Yes.
You know what you don't need to do to take you back to where you just came from, right?
Exactly.
And I tell everybody, I don't want you to be a return client. I want you to send me referrals, right?
How about that?
And I want you to leave me fully knowing and understanding, and then being able to pass that on to someone in your family, to the next generation, but then also equipping our generation behind us or even behind them so that they never need a service like me.
No,
right?
Isn't that something? That's amazing. And so you guys, we did not mean, once again, I thought we were going to do 30 minutes. And You can tell we like to talk and
Well, yes,
educate.
indeedy.
We love to talk and educate. And so, with all that being said, Chanay, and for those of you who do not know, in the new year, I'm going to be launching. I am so excited. My membership club, right?
Yeah.
Elite. And Chanay is going to be one of the experts that's going to be part of the business of the membership. And so, for those of you that have, that are on now, and for those of you that are that's going to be watching the replay, maybe if you have an expertise that you would love to be part of the membership, and information will come out pertaining to that soon. I would love to hear more about what it is that you're doing and to see if you're a great fit to be part of the elite membership program. And so, I can't wait to put the information out there and to have people come and join us and be part of the membership. So I'm looking forward to that. Chanay, do you have anything that's coming up soon? Oh yeah, you do have your webinar. Can you tell us just really quick about that webinar? And I'm pretty sure right after this, you'll put a link out.
Yeah, I definitely will. And so, guys, like I said, with the new year coming, I have a free live webinar that is going to teach you the 8 things what not to do, the 8 things that the average person should never do to take their credit to the next level, along with a few budgeting tips. And the things that I'm going to share with you guys is so informative, and it's juicy nuggets, right? It's things that you would never even think of, but it's what you need to start thinking of top of the brain, right? And that's going to be Thursday, December the 30th, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right? And so, like I said, I had some juicy information, some juicy tidbits. I'm going to put my the link in the chat for you guys so that you can go and register. Like I said, it's a free live event that I definitely want you guys to, to partake in and hear the juicy credit information, because like I said, money talks, but credit carries a conversation. And when you definitely know the language of credit, then you definitely know how to build it and how to keep it.
I love that, Chanay. And so, hey, you guys, do not, I repeat, do not, for all of you guys that are on here right now, go and sign up for the web. Chanay, do me a favor, hurry up, drop the link.
So I'm doing it right now.
Right, hold these folks accountable, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's hold them accountable right now. Not, the webinar is on the 30th. Let's not wait until the 27th for the 28th, right? We all trying to do better. I'm guilty as well. I don't have no problems with saying, sometimes, hey, listen, procrastination, all of that stuff, right? And so we all trying to do better. So Chanay, while Chanay is dropping the link, catch that link, click on it, and click a few buttons and go ahead on and sign up for the webinar. It's a free webinar, December the 30th, right? Yep. Okay, what time is the webinar? 5 p.m.?
No, it's actually 9 p.m. because I had some folks on the West Coast, so it's 9 p.m. Eastern time.
So it's going to be at 9 p.m., right? So by that time, we be done put the kids together, put hubby down, whatever you need to do. You be done got dinner. Come join us, sit back, lights down a little bit, get you a nice cup of hot tea, relax, and get you, just have a moment of education with the Professional Credit Diva and, just investing in yourself, right? So we want to catch the freebies that's going on as well. And so I just want to thank everybody for showing up. Chanay has dropped the link. Is that the link they need to click on, Chanay? Okay. And so Chanay has dropped the link for the webinar for December the 30th. Before you guys get, distracted, I need you all, for those that are on here. Chanay, I want you to, can you give a report out? You know how I am. Can you report out after this so I could just put out there, put people on blast?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know who won here. And so when we get all Chanay, you know I got to make a move. But after that move, when we connect later tonight, let me know who did not. Look, who did not sign up so we can put them on.
I definitely will. Yeah.
Oh, Diane says, Chanay, it took me to your website, baby.
Right, and click on events. It should have took you to events, but if you click on the website and go right to events, it's right there on the top.
Oh, okay. Shantae said, can you put it in the Facebook as well?
Yeah, in the group.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Yes. Can you do that, baby? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Did you get it, Di? I'm going to stay on here just a few minutes longer just to make sure. Y'all know how the accountability queen do. I'm holding you accountable. Don't you get off here and tell y'all to sign up for that webinar, baby. It's free information. Who wouldn't want to be on there? Come on. This year, listen, we can, and I'm not going to keep saying next year. No, we can start today, like restarting to invest in ourselves, okay? Invest in yourself, please. And I don't want to hear that crap in 2022. Y'all scared to come off a couple dollars, invest in yourself. I need to invest in myself because I need to truly get me an accountant, right? I'm telling you, it's a few things, right? So it's a few things that I know that I have on my vision board. It's a few people that I have to connect with too to invest in myself, because as you start growing, there's some things you need professionals in there. We can't do it all. We trying to be the accountant. We trying to be the creditor. We trying to be the run the business. We trying to do the designer. We trying to be the marketer. We trying to do all of that at one time. And we can't do it. It's hard. Hi, Ayana. How are you, sweetie? Ayana said, hey, y'all.
Hey, Ayana. I just responded to her. How are you, honey?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry y'all hadn't. Aye. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, she said, hey, ma'am, how you doing? And yes, I'm ready. Okay, so Diane says she's registered. Thank you. Shantae, were you able to get it, baby?
I'm getting it. I'm going to put it in the thing.
And let me say this too, for those of you that know, so y'all know this is good information. Can y'all tag 3 of your girlfriends and share the link and just say sign up for this? It's free. It's this is some great information. And have those folks follow Chanay's page. Chanay, can you put your page down there too?
Yes, ma'am.
And let's have people follow Chanay, right?
Thank you, guys.
Let's have these people. Oh, Shantae's still working on her. Let's have your friends. So tag 3 of your friends. If you want to do tag more, that's perfectly fine. But please tag 3 of your friends and have them to follow Chanay and to register for the webinar. Okay, thank you. If you I know it's ask not and you shall. Is it if you ask not, you shall not. Wait a minute. Ask not, you have not. Right? Okay. So we're asking.
Amen.
Okay. Ain't no need sitting back not opening mouths. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Don't get fed.
Oh, so there's her page right there. Yep. Right there. And that's what we doing, y'all. We just trying to help each other, whether you know it or not, if y'all can't recognize it, whatever. We all just trying to do better. That's it. And that's all. We all trying to grow. We all want to get to the next level. We all want to level up, right? In our personal life, in business, in our business endeavors, and for ourselves, for the family members you can help out, your friends, all of that. And so, Chanay, thank you again for showing up. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for your yes. I'm excited about the new member, the elite membership that's coming up. You guys be sure, stay tuned. When you do see the information starting to flow out, be sure that you come along with us. For those of you that are already in Fearlessly Me, there will be a special discount for those that are already connected to the tribe. But overall, the membership will be $47 a month. And it's a lot of great things that's going to come with that. I mean, $47 a month, that's coffee money, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so I want you guys to get connected to the membership, when that time comes. So prepare yourself. You'll be able to pay monthly, which it'll be an automatic thing, and or you can pay annually where you don't have to worry about that fee, right?
Amen.
And we will have a lot of experts coming out. 2022 will be based on a lot of information, not only information but help for entrepreneurs that's going to be in the membership to help people take their businesses to the next level. Now, I say that to say, although I'm the accountability queen, I will hold you accountable, but I will not beat you upside the head to have you to do what you need to do, right? Okay, so we come there to help, and I'm registered. Okay, somebody said they already registered, because they did not give permission to post their name is showing a Facebook user.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Facebook user. I'm not sure who that is. If you want to type your name in there, because we StreamYard didn't pick your name up. Thank you, Diane, for
Thank
signing up.
you. Thank you, guys. You will
Mhm.
not be disappointed. Let me tell you, I'm so excited. I already even have like bonuses and everything. Like, I am just like bubbling with like anticipation. I just cannot wait to share this information with you guys. So make sure that you come with your notepad, that you are ready. And it's only going to be about an hour. I don't plan on going over.
Okay.
But if I have like a few questions, that may take me over.
Right.
Once the spirit hits me, I'm just gonna start rambling, bubbling, and just sharing. So I am definitely excited, for you guys to have registered. You definitely will not be disappointed, and you will get the information that you can, use to start the ground running, not just for the new year, but for the new day. So come with your pad and your pen.
I'll be there. And so, Dad, thank you. She said James 4:2-3. Thank you. I knew she was going to
Amen.
go to the book. Thank you for thank you, Dad. You have not because you asked not.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Shantae. Hey, I love you all. Thank you so much. We're doing good time. We're doing good time. We went 30 minutes over. I said we was
We
going to
did.
do
But you
8:30.
know what? Let me just give a quick shout out real quick to Chanay, because let me tell you, she has really blessed my soul. I gave her information on how to build her credit, how to help her kids. And she just was telling me when we met at your gathering, she was like, Chanay, I just got approved for this. They just upped my limit for that. Thank you. I'm just so proud of her, and she is being totally responsible. And what I suggested for her to do for her children, not only is it helping them, but it's setting them up to build the legacy. And she's not carrying them, so she is helping them by being
Amen.
responsible and teaching them how to be responsible, and it's going to benefit the whole family and legacy down the way. And that information she can take to teach her children and her children's children. So Chanay, hands up to you. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Shantae. I know Shantae was another one. And I was talking to her the other night, and she out of the blue started. I was like, oh my God. I said, God, look at you.
I love
He's
it.
so amazing. And what I like is, when you can pass the baton and just in greatness and link arms to
Yeah.
greatness, that's when you know.
Yeah.
When you know. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's when
Yeah.
we know God is in the midst of everything, right?
Everything. And let me tell you, what I love about Chanay is that, because I tell all of my clients or potential clients, as long as you do what I tell you to do and you don't do what I tell you not to do, you're going to be okay. So Chanay is one of the clients that did what I told her to do, and she didn't do what I told her not to do.
Uh-huh. She's very obedient. She
I
is.
love it.
She
I
is.
love it.
She is. She really is.
I
And
love
so,
it.
yeah, yeah. And that warmed my heart, like I was saying the other day, because she was saying, I was like, oh my gosh, Shantae, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And it just lets you know, Chanay, even for myself, I said, Lord, thank you. You know, it's good connection
Yeah.
there, right? It's
Yeah.
good seeds that's being sown,
Yeah.
right? And that's my purpose. That's what you know it's all about, and that's what I want to see happen, right? When the people come back to you, can say something good about the person, then the person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's what I'm talking about. So if you want to come back with something, come back with something that's worth something
Amen.
tangible. Don't come to me with that mess. Come to me
Amen.
with stuff like this. When you say, yo, T, listen, my credit is the went up to 750, 800, or woo woo woo. Girl, I'm about to buy a house. Guess what? Girl, I got my first car. Guess what? Whatever it may be, it could be this tiny, but at least you're not where you were yesterday,
Amen.
right?
That's
Yeah.
it.
So that means that you're growing when you're being stagnant, there's an issue there.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I love it. It's
I
9:03.
know.
We've come to this time. We have to say goodnight. No, but really, let me tell you, because we almost at the end, I think we're going to do one more come together, just talk about it. And I may have a couple of people. We may just do a Zoom or something,
Okay.
because we've connected with so many great people through the year 2021, right? And we've seen a lot of progression in different areas, although a lot of it is not spoken on, social media or whatever. But behind the scenes, trust me, we see it, we hear it, and all of that, and it's amazing. And so, just maybe just I may do something with just saying thank you to everybody. It's just been amazing, and just people that come and support, right? That show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always say there's power in showing up.
Amen.
Yeah, it really is. And so thank you, you guys. I'm looking forward to 2022. And I know you guys are too. I hope you all are. Number one, for me, I'm dealing with clutter right now. So look, get your minds right. That clutter is no joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love you guys. Thank you again for showing up. And we will talk soon. Thank you all for joining us on the Runway for Entrepreneurs. We will see you all on December the 30th at 9 p.m. Set your clocks. We'll see y'all then. Okay. Again, thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.